are the agent that said, you guys have discovered the substance. It's called endomorphic polysulfate, or something like that. And so he said, if left unchecked, this substance will take over not only the ground at Camp Algonquian, it could destroy the world. You guys need to spend the next couple of days in figuring out what will neutralize this substance. They started to make a plan. What kind of stuff could we gather at camp? The first place they went the next morning was underneath the wood shop. I don't know about you guys, but our wood shop had this hole in the floor. Sort of dangerous, but this hole in the floor. And instead of actually cleaning up, we would just sweep everything into the hole. And so they thought, that's a perfect place to find random stuff. So we went there and collected some sawdust or whatever else was in the hole. And then they went, and one kid decided, I think it might be Rice Krispies. So he borrowed a pocket full of Rice Krispies at breakfast. We ground it up. And one kid thought, well, all the counselors seem to like coffee, so maybe we should take some of the old coffee ground. Maybe that will neutralize them. We gathered stuff all morning, and we kept testing it on the substance. Now, in the recorded message, they told us that you'll know the substance is neutralized if it turns a really dark purple and isn't bubbly anymore. Well, none of this stuff did that. We spent literally 2 days collecting everything we could from everywhere at camp and testing this substance. And I gotta tell you, by the end of day 2, we were like totally distraught. It was hopeless at that point. I mean, we were like, the world is over and it's Cabin 14's fault. My co-counselor actually, Berger, decides, well, I think tonight after evening activities, we should go drown our sorrows in some s'mores. What do you guys think about that? And, of course, we were all like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So after evening activity that night, we headed up to a Camp Algonquian and we made a fire and we ate some s'mores and we were kind of all very depressed because, again, the world was over, kind of our fault. And we sat there, and Berger actually was sitting down on his log, and we brought up the s'mores and some bug juice. And he had actually a cup of grape bug juice that was just the powder, because we had made the bug juice over there, and was sitting next to him. And we, of course, had brought up, a big sample of this substance. And it was on the ground, and we were all talking or whatever, and a camper says something, and Berger kind of turns and knocks the cup of grape bug juice over, and it happens to fall right in to the substance. And in front of our eyes, the substance turns dark purple, and all of the bubbles pop. It's grape bug juice! We figured it out. We all ran down to camp. We snuck into the pantry and we stole some. We borrowed some of the grape bug juice packets, and we went to the dining hall and we poured it on the stuff. And sure enough, the big puddle, it all turned dark purple, and all the bubbles popped. We neutralized the substance. We saved the world with grape bug juice. We took that grape bug juice, and of course we ran all the way back up to the road. At this point, they were all running. Berger and I are like, okay, we'll meet you up there. And we dropped the grape bug juice behind the tree, and sure enough, we go back down, we're getting ready for bed. What an exciting day. Of course, we're up way too late, and we get another knock at the door. And we open the door, of course there's nobody there, but there's another manila envelope. We open it up, another cassette tape, we put it in. And this time it was a message from the president of the Secret Intelligence Service Community headquarters. And he says, you guys have saved the world. You figured it out. In fact, the grape bug juice that you poured on the puddle, it seeped down into the ground and neutralized all of it. Now, because this is a completely deniable black ops mission, nobody will ever know about this except for us and, me, and so thank you very much. But don't expect any thank yous from anybody else. Just go knowing that you helped save the world. And that night we stayed up way too late talking about how fun that was, how cool